Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the powers to chant. Jah give her the powers to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. And left himself, first rightful ruler. Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill the lion way come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come if you tell them in Toronto, straight to Ethiopia.
So let's talk about titles. Why the need for titles? Well, we look in all different societies, we see titles, and again, titles typically represent some level of achievement. You know, you achieve something, you're given a title, and this allows for the ordering of society. So, for example, I see a man who's a black belt. I know he can do some karate chop, something. You know what I mean? So, titles have a purpose. Titles within Rastafari, they're honorific, and we give thanks for that. However, the danger with that is that becomes so watered down that anyone can just use these things, and it causes confusion as to what is what at your core. And at the core, it should be solid. You know, whatever you're doing as a king man, that means your core abdominally. It means the core of your family unit. It means the core of the Rastafari family, the different organizations, mansions, gatherings. You know, all of the core of these things have to be solid. That is what we need to be doing right now, is strengthening our core on all levels, all fronts. The roots is the next way to look at it. The root of the plant has to be strengthened. So the root is your family lineage. The root is your, you know, connection with the creator, your passion. These things have to be strengthened right now. So we have to have a system within that core, within that root, to identify the different things. And within that, most societies have a rites of passage program for their children. So, and this is the key, because if you look at the Jewish community, they have bar mitzvah, and you know, one for the daughters, them too. You know, you look at the different societies, African societies as well. You know, so it's not just Western societies. Rites of passage is crucial for passing on the community's traditions and culture, and we need that. And so, you know, reasoning with brethren over the years, we've talked about, and big up man like Bingishan, because this is something we're going to be working on. Habesha family, but big up Bingishan as a Bingi man, and we have other ones that we're going to be pulling together to actually work on putting together a comprehensive program to implement some of these things. But I want to use this platform to really just start the conversation and the ideas, because we're calling the family to come home. We're calling on the Lion Pride, other ones, working hours, roll up your sleeves, time now. But we're also having a conversation. We want to rise the level of the discourse within the family right now, from personal attacks and, you know, the trauma and the confusion to forward movements. Have to prepare for what is to come. Dreadful times are here, and dreadful times are ahead, and we have all of the keys in the family to, you know, sustain within a highly manner during the calamity that is to come, through the ital livity, through the life that we live naturally. But we have to secure the economic foundation. We have to secure the family. We have to build the infrastructure of Zion. And then we have to make sure we have the correct culture. We need a Zion culture for living as Zion. Because if we come with the same culture, then wherever you go will turn to hell. You know? Psalm 9, people can look into that one. You know? Whatever you are, you manifest that reality. So we have to set some standards. So I wanted to take today's episode to look at the Dejazmatch. What was His Majesty's achievements leading up to the crowning of Ras? And one of the brethren in the comments, and big up the comment section. I used to try to answer every comment. I don't have the time. Give thanks to reach that stage. I go through randomly and I answer. Big up Nkosi. I'm gonna start doing something. I'm gonna have the commenter of the strong. For those who not familiar with Rastafari speak, strong means weak. We don't say weak because you keep talking about each week and you're getting weak. We say strong. So I'm gonna have the commenter of the strong, and the first inaugural I have to give it to Nkosi. Man, go through all of the catalog, or we're going to back episodes commenting, triggering the algorithm, because when you go and you comment on video, the algorithm says, okay, somebody watching it, let me suggest it to somebody else to come in and respond. So when you go through the content and you watch the content, the algorithm is triggered. So Nkosi been in there at karate chop the algorithm for the Lion Pride. Whole heap of disagreements, you know, 'cause as we say, it's not a yes man factory. But you know, big up Nkosi, the is the first commenter of the strong. But big up, we had a commenter who was saying, boy, he was given the title of Ras, so he was not crowned. And you have to understand that there is, he was given the title of Crown Prince. Crown Prince, they with that position carries what they call a coronet, which is a basic crown. You know, so it's a basic crown. Afsa Wilson, as the Crown Prince, received one at the coronation in November 2nd, 1930. So it was a crowning. It was just a very basic crown. So we just want to clear that up. But big up the Lion Pride. I have to big up. We're over 17,000 strong. You know, going into 1740 at the time of this recording. And again, you know, the channel has taken on a life of its own. We're consistently now over 20,000 views every 28 days coming in. So it's an arena that, you know, of people who are interacting with the content. We're consistently over 2,000 watch hours every 28 days. So 2,000 is a lot of hours to sit down across the viewing audience. So I just want to say give thanks for the growing platform. We just had our interview with Sister Fanai of Rastafari TV. That one is a scorcher.
The servers are where the internet and all websites communicate, and it's the foundation. The hosting is where it's built on. So like myself, imagine me, I'm a systems architect. Like an architect builds you the perfect home. It also has to wire it with plumbing and electrical. So when you register a website, your .com or .net.org, that's your street address. You may have RastafariCreatives.com or .org, right? But yes, it will be an IP address. It translates to computer language as 192.76.492.2. So that's your address. Is 123 Main Street is the same as your .com or IP address. Now I come in, I got to install the plumbing and the electrical. That's your hosting. That's the infrastructure in your server that your website is built upon.
Okay.
Now when you have the foundation and the plumbing put in, I can now start to build the building around it. That's the website, and make it look pretty. That's your interior design. You know what I'm saying? But there's a bigger picture behind the website. Some are content management system like WordPress. Content management systems are just what it says. You manage your own content on the fly. You have a front end that the users see, the website, but you also have behind the scenes of your dashboard that you can log in from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet and make changes to your website on the fly. It's very powerful. So
Yes.
Rastafari TV is a content management system.
So I know that that one is gonna continue, and she was saying some powerful things. She's gone viral several times. We're gonna have the clips coming out shortly. So if you haven't watched that one, watch it. And we have so much guests. We have Dirty Bookman coming up, and the brethren who coined the term reggae revival. But we're gonna talk about Bookman Express. That's coming up our next live. We have whole heap of things scheduled, some surprises that we're gonna be dropping, some big name. And the network is the superpower, so you never know who you'll see on the Lion Voice, Lion Talk Live. You don't know, so that's why you have to subscribe. We have over 14,000 unique viewers. Only 1,700 have subscribed, so whole heap of people just watching. Just know that we are making the commitment to stay consistent with the content and elevation of the content. Stay with us, lock in, subscribe. Make we deal with the algorithm, so that they push positive narratives about Rastafari. That's what this channel is about. So this channel is not mix up, not blender. This is about the development and the progress and the stories that make Rastafari the global phenomenon that it is. We want to see that represented in the digital space, and this is a platform that is built to do that.
Well, I am the generation of those that chose to see the face of the great I am. With the Emperor Haile Selassie, King Rastafari of Ethiopia, well, he's the almighty creator, in flesh and in bone, and he seated upon King David's throne. Well, I and I came to tell the nation on the microphone.
Yo, let them know righteousness is here to conquer. The Bingy King trample down those evilest monsters. Mussolini, he's getting burnt up like ganja. Our nation needs to get stronger. Give thanks, our locks is getting longer. The angel revealed the scriptures, the number 6, verse 5. My antenna channeling the heights of the Most High. Crown King of King, Lords of Lords. Now you do the math. Rastafari, comfort. I and I with the staff. Children of Israel, make sure you step on the right path. It's the 21st century. The wicked about to feel the wrath of the Ancient of Days. Emperor Haile Selassie, pure in all his ways. That's why I KWASI and I praise the Naya Bingy King. Let the children know the salvation Naya Bingy bring. Yo, it's conscious hip-hop music strictly for the king. For those who don't know, it's a Naya Bingy thing. Hailing the Aya.
Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, with the scepter lightning. Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, with the scepter lightning. Fire, Bingy King, fire, Bingy King, fire, Bingy King, earthquake lightning. Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, with the scepter lightning.
Tell him about Selassie, terrible and dreadful, with a head full of sheep wool. Babylon, you better keep cool, cause he rules. Earth is just his footstool. You think you somebody, but you're only just his tool. Whirlpools, whirlwinds, blow away their sins. Instead of following the shepherd, they were following trends. We set the judgment, they killed too many innocent. Now they got to feel the wrath of the omnipotent, omniscient king with the scepter lightning. From the birds to the creeping things, all hail him. Selassie, I guide I and I, provide for I and I, live inside I and I, so we can't die. Must live eternal I, up in Mount Zion I, side by the Most High. Aya, Bingy King, King of all kings. Can't forget Queen Omega with the scepter lightning. Naya,
Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, Naya, Bingy King, with the scepter lightning. Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, Aya, Bingy King, with the scepter lightning. Selassie bring the judgment on my enemies. Remember we be the Hebrew that you claim to be. The game that you play lame to we, cause we put me in shackles and chains, and that's plain to see. They ain't got no name for we. And the Selassie I strike like hurricane rains off the sea.